All right. Okay. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. How we feeling this morning? Um, Better late than never. You know, never late is better, but better late than never. You know what I mean? I'm like 2 minutes late, so that means we only got a couple seconds to kick it with each other before we get started. But I hope you're feeling good this morning. Oh man, we got a Kaizen Academy coming up this weekend. That's gonna be real good. I hope everybody's excited about the weekend, but not in a way that you trying to avoid your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in a way that makes you excited for the fact that you got a chance to catch up to everybody else. I'm really excited about this Kaizen Academy this weekend because we're talking about irresistible offer. Irresistible offer. Young Coco in the house. Okay. My man Dennis checking in. I love that. I love that. Spread the word, y'all. I really feel like I don't know. I don't know if I talk about the Kaizen Academy as much as I should, based on the kind of feedback that we get. You know, people, you let people tell it, and this academy is really changing their lives. I got a testimony recently from somebody who was like, when she first started listening to me, she was making like $2,000 a month, and now she's at a couple $100,000 a month. I'll throw the comment in my stories and stuff, but this Kaizen Academy
you have greatness
is really changing
Hello,
lives.
This is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time.
That's a fact.
Because we're going to bring the millionaire out of the...
Please enter your...
Thank
you.
Make
Please
sure
announce yourself.
Make sure that you subscribe.
All participants are muted.
Make sure you like the page. All the time, Facebook, you can't count on Facebook to just tell you, oh, that dude Hazik.
Entry and exit tones are off.
That crew Millionaire Minded is about to get busy. You can't always count on them. So that means we got to count on each other. You know what I mean? Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share it with somebody, make sure you subscribe. I have a feeling that you're going to get a kick out of this culture. We're looking to hold you accountable. We always going to give you good game that maybe you don't get from anywhere else. You know, we pride ourselves on pouring a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this thing and making sure that we give you something you can use. Speaking of something you can use, since we're here at the beginning of the month, or since we're here at the middle of the month, I don't know how many of you know, but we have these 90-day planners that are insane. This is a good time for you to order one if you want it to get started on the last quarter of the year. We're going into the last quarter of the year this next month. October means that we got 3 months left in a year. I don't know if you guys know about our 90-day planners, but you can get one right now from that link I just now put in the comments. I threw it in the comments. This is our MAP, or Massive Action Planner, or Millionaire's Action Plan. And what it does for you, like it says on the cover, is like it helps you move further, faster, with less effort. That's our whole play. Further, faster, with less effort. We're here to make sure that you are able to grab a hold of your day, grab a hold of your time. And since it's the middle of the month, I wanted to bring it up. This is one of the most powerful pieces. It's called a time audit. And what this allows you to do, you can do it with a napkin if you don't want to, get our planner and whatnot. But what it allows you to do is plan, plot, and strategize your day. But also it allows you to see what you're actually doing with your day, right? We give you this $400,000 secret. That's a true story right there from Charles Schwab. Okay. Then on each day, you have sort of like this to-do list that allows you to kind of prioritize the things that make that day a win. On the corner of each month, we give you this space to put your savings goal. Some people are paying themselves, some aren't. It gives you savings accomplishment. It really lets you plan, plot, and strategize your day. And I'm bringing it up right now because I'm got a bunch of them going out today. And if you want yours, then this might be a good day to order it. You can go to Millionaire Minded, wearemillionaireminded.com, and place your order. And you have my word, yours will be going out with everybody else's today. So if you haven't gotten one yet, then this would be a good day to order one. All you do is go to wearemillionaireminded.com and you can order your 90-day planner. Something else. Yeah, appreciate that. Thanks a lot. It's changing lives, y'all, because you'd be shocked how much time we waste every day. I know a bunch of these techniques are what changed literally the trajectory of my life. Like if I wouldn't have had a good feel for what I was doing with my time, I'd have kept on talking like everybody else. I ain't got the time. Oh, I wish there was more hours in a day. It turns out I was wasting a lot of time. And I just showed you a little bit of the technology that's in there, but it's a pretty powerful thing. And there are 90 days left in the year. This is the perfect time for you to order a 90-day planner. But enough of that. Today, as I promised you, we're here to talk about, hey, good morning. Yeah, let's get it. Today, I'm here to talk about marketing a little bit, because this weekend's Kaizen Academy, we're going to focus on irresistible offer. Crystal clear in the house. We're going to focus on irresistible offers. How many of you know Neil deGrasse Tyson? Has anybody ever seen Cosmos? Anybody ever seen this joint called Cosmos? Y'all know about that? Okay, the birthday girl back in the house. Anybody ever seen this joint called Cosmos from Neil deGrasse Tyson? It's insane. I mean, just a superb illustration of the way our universe works. It starts you off with our address here on planet Earth, and then it takes you out to our galaxy, then it takes you out to the universe, at least as much of it that we've begun to map out. Even the fact that we can say we're mapping out the universe is such a mind-boggling concept. And I love studying stuff like that because it keeps me nice and grounded, or what they call down to earth. But man, this dude, Neil deGrasse Tyson, is absolutely phenomenal at making you interested in these subjects. Even on the most complex or boring subjects that you can imagine. I mean, I was never into organic chemistry and all this stuff. But this dude knows how to keep your attention. This dude has more than 7 million. Oh, it's amazing, Ali. It's amazing. This dude has more than 7 million Twitter followers. This dude has multiple books on the New York Times bestseller list. This dude is constantly having sold out events, before COVID came around. And I was just thinking about it, like, what can we learn from this dude? This is an astrophysicist. A Harvard-trained astrophysicist, big old afro. He was a mentee of Carl Sagan, who did the original Cosmos. He still has it in his calendar, the day that he met Carl Sagan, and how the dude changed his life. And the next thing you know, he's following in his footsteps. Almost like me and Mr. Les Brown, but I don't feel that I'm anywhere near making Mr. Brown as proud of me as I'm sure that Carl Sagan is of Neil deGrasse Tyson. He absolutely be using, he does all kinds of wild stuff that makes you kind of jump into it. Yeah. So what can we learn from this? I got 6 different kind of marketing superpowers, and this is the perfect entree into this weekend's Kaizen Academy class, which is going to be all about irresistible offer. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. But if you are ready for the first one, right? If you're ready for the first marketing superpower you can get from Neil deGrasse Tyson, that will allow you to blow your own business up, that will allow you to get more attention for your own business, because you say, my business is a little bit more interesting than astrophysics to most people. I bet it is. But if he can make something like this seem interesting, even to somebody like me, good grief. Imagine what a world you about to live in if you can use some of these same techniques. You ready? All right, so if you're ready for number 1, give me a number 1 and a share. Let's get this party started, y'all. I really appreciate everybody who's starting to watch the replays on YouTube. Starting to share the videos with their entrepreneur friends, all of their counterparts at their job who they want to hold them accountable. Man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, here's number 1. Y'all. Check it out. Understand your audience. It doesn't matter if you're talking about sales. It doesn't matter if you're talking about accounting. It doesn't matter if you're talking about the planets, right? Understand your audience. What matters is that you understand them and what they care about. You know how I'm always like, leaders need to understand, followers need to be understood, right? Well, this is one of those chances you got. Followers need to be understood. Think about it, y'all. If you make your topic relatable, if you make your topic about what's important to them, you're going to succeed. So what you want to do is create specific examples of what you're speaking about by relating it to the audience and what matters to them. If you're speaking to accountants about social media, make an analogy to their industry so you make it more relatable. Does that make sense? You tell them social media was pretty much designed for accountants. Right? It has all kinds of measurable analytics and data. You get to measure the likes, the follower counts, the reports, the metrics, right? Now accountants are like, wow, I never thought of it like that. You see what I'm saying? You have to know your audience and then make it relatable to them. If you speak to them in their language, it'll sound familiar enough to keep their attention. And Neil deGrasse Tyson is a master at this. He just put out this book called Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. Wow. It's like he understands his audience. He understands that most people are rushing around from thing to thing. Does that make sense? So if you understand your audience, it is a superpower. When he says astrophysics in a hurry, he's making a statement on people today. He's making a statement on society. He knows that we want the key information in as short a possible time as we can muster. If you're ready for number 2, give me a number 2 and a share. Yeah, appreciate that, Taisha. That's right. That's right, Coach Spence. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Ain't that crazy? All right, number 2. Give me a number 2 and a share. You still with me? I ain't going too fast, right? This weekend's Kaizen Academy is going to be all about irresistible offer. You're going to understand in one short class a bunch of stuff about making it so you can sell without selling. You can sell without selling. A lot of people, they don't like selling. And I tell them, you won't have to if your offer wasn't so darn resistible. You're not making your offer irresistible enough. All right, here's number 2. Be passionate about your work, down to the smallest particle, down to the smallest possible nuance. How passionate are you about what it is you're talking about? People are attracted to people who are clearly passionate about their work. You can't help it. Y'all ever seen Salt Bae? The way this dude slices meat, right? It's almost like you're watching, I won't go there, but it's like, good grief. The way that it's like, right, with the glasses on. I wish I had glasses so I could act it out. This is passion. When you and all he's doing is cutting meat, man. You know what I mean? If you will share your excitement for your subject matter, you engage people, you inspire people. Does that make sense? Now they're leaning in so they can find out more. How passionate are you about your, and this is the art, right? Because nobody joins the military because they want to step on a landmine or they want to get, killed or et cetera, so forth, right? No one, listen to me. You've got to find the part of it. They're in the because they want freedom. They want glory. You've got to figure out the part of it that makes you passionate. Nobody's saying that everything about everything is going to make you passionate. But the art is in figuring out what you're excited about that you do and getting real turned up about that. You can't just be sitting back. You have to be freaking on fire about it. And Neil deGrasse Tyson is really good at that. How good are you at sharing your excitement for your subject matter? Excitement is contagious, y'all. Be passionate about your work. Be passionate about your topic, even the smallest details of it, and you on. Think about, I got graphic designers and whatnot who, man, they'll talk to you for hours about, you know, a certain kind of font on a letter S, you know, and I'm not into that, right? I know nothing about typesetting. I know nothing about graphic design except, you know, what I want my stuff to look like. But here's what I can tell you, you know, they capture your attention if they're happy about it, if they're excited about it. I talk about this all the time. Enthusiasm comes from this Greek word in theos, or maybe it was Latin, in theos. A lot of our language comes from Latin. And theos is that same theo in theology, right? So enthusiasm in theos is the God within. Just think about that. The God within. If you're presenting if you're presenting your material, if you're talking about what it is you sell or serve the world with, if you're talking about your business and your mission and you're not excited about it, you're thinking about the wrong piece. You're thinking about the wrong. This is why we keep on stressing. You got to fall in love with the process, not the product. Remember that from yesterday? How enthusiastic are you about the activity instead of the result? How passionate are you? That stuff will eke out your pores. A passionate belief in your business, a passionate belief in your objectives. That makes all the difference between success and failure, because it's that passion that keeps you going through the obstacles. And if you ain't proud of what you're doing, why should anybody else be proud of what you're doing? If you're ready for number 3, give me a number 3 and a share. Give me a number 3 and a share. That's right. Set yourself on fire, and people will come from miles around to watch you burn. You know, some people didn't catch that in Kanye West, one of them last album release parties he did, where he literally set himself on fire and whatnot. He does a lot of that where he lives out quotes. He creates art. I remember I was just looking through my Facebook memories a couple of days ago, and a few years ago when Kanye came to town, he had this whole stage, this platform he was reaching down off, and it literally acted. And then when he would reach down to the mosh pit, he'd be on this thing, like up on this stage, laying down on the platform, and then he'd reach down to the mosh pit, and then people would naturally reach up to him. And he was literally acting out this picture that we've all seen from "He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother." I mean, but he would act. I mean, can you imagine the kind of passion that creates those kinds of ideas, right? To be passionate about even how you're presenting your art to the world. I mean, how passionate are you? How creative are you? How much creativity are you allowing to come in? You say, well, I ain't got the resources Kanye has. But check it out. All creativity comes from restraints. You've got to use the restraints as a challenge. All right, but I'm kind of getting off. I'm kind of getting off my thing. Here's number 3. Neil deGrasse Tyson is real good at this one too. Express a sense of wonder about even the most minuscule and boring things. A sense of wonder. When you watch Cosmos, the way he delivers the material, it's like he's trying to. I don't know. It's almost like he's trying to seduce you into falling in love with science. I know of no other, I can't think of a better way to put it. Everything from his tonality to the way he obsesses over and is just fascinated with the way the bees circulate, or how, you know, brown bears die out in an all white environment like the snow, but white bears would do the same in the woods. And how evolution works. I mean, the stuff that he puts together, the connections he allows you to make, because you get this sense that he's just as fascinated by it as you, even though he's got the notice already. Millionaires, along with being passionate about your subject matter, what if you were better at expressing a sense of wonder about any and every aspect of your work? What if you shared your continued gratitude? This is why they always say, this is another reason why they always say gratitude is the doorway to prosperity. What if you shared your continued gratitude that you get to work in your incredible field, that you get to help people in the incredible way that you help them, that you get to share your knowledge with amazing people, your audience, right? You consider your audience amazing, or do you look down on them? You consider them fantastic and a representation of where you were just a few short cycles around the sun ago, right? Are you meek and appreciative? Because if you are, that kind of emotion is endearing to people. They start to like you just because you like yourself, just because you like what you're doing. You know, sometimes, I just sit around thinking, like how amazing it is that, we have this technology to be able to reach each other, even when all heck is breaking loose in the world. I can still reach out to you, maybe, a couple thousand people a week between our phone call, our different YouTube, Facebook channels may check out our stuff. That is amazing to me. If there were a couple thousand people in a room, I'd be blown away. I would be like, oh my goodness, right? I mean, that is awesome stuff. To be able to send an email and know that I'm going to reach thousands of people with a push of a button, that is fascinating to me. You know what I mean? And it probably comes out in my enthusiasm. It probably comes out in my consistency. It's like, nah, I ain't going to miss a moment. I ain't going to miss an opportunity because I'm truly grateful. What about you? I keep on trying to tell everybody that'll listen that you should be publishing content like a madman, like a madwoman. You should be sharing every little thing you learn. You leave a meeting with a prospect or hang up a phone call with a prospect or get off a YouTube video, you should be going live sharing it. If it made you excited, it's going to make somebody in your audience excited because your vibe attracts your tribe. I'm trying to hurry up. Give me a number 4 and a share. Yeah. Man, talk about it, Kate Nicole. That's right, Ty. That's right, Ty. Whether it's Bob Ross talking about paintings, whether it's Steve Irwin, talking about the animals, really dangerous animals. And I know he eventually transitioned due to an animal, but I bet you he died happy. Here's number 4, y'all. Use humor in everything. You can overuse anything. But what I'm saying is use humor in everything. You might not remember a lot from somebody's marketing presentation. You might not remember the PowerPoint slides, but let me tell you what you're going to remember. You're going to remember the humor. You're going to remember the stories, the anecdotes, good jokes that somebody told. Maybe you should learn a little bit more about humor so that people can learn a little bit more from you when you're using humor. It's a great equalizer. Everybody's in the room coming from different places, in a different mood, got different kinds of things going on in their life. You crack a joke and everybody laughs. That's magic. That's magic. And when you use humor, what you can do is turn even the most mundane subjects into something a lot more exciting. I dare you. Start to share more humor. Humor makes you more memorable. Humor makes you seem more excited and passionate. Insurance is a pretty dry subject, right? But I'm going to tell you, I love the fact that both Geico Insurance and These Are Farmers, dun, 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 right? Y'all seen these commercials? They put all kinds of humor into something ridiculous. Like what's the dude, the chaos agent dude? And it's like, he's just a symbol of how all hell be breaking loose at any moment, right? Or y'all seen that commercial where the moose is having a standoff with the set of swings? And the next thing you know, the moose is through the windshield and it turns out it's covered by insurance, right? What I'm saying is, it's the humor that makes us always remember this stuff. Even State Farm is starting to get more humorous with their commercials. You can use humor to change the mood. That's right, Spoon. That's right. I love it. Yeah, man. Making it fun. You got to love it. Here's number 5. From Neil deGrasse Tyson. Let's get it. Give me a 5 and a share, y'all. If I ain't going too fast. We still got a couple minutes. Here's number 5. Break complex topics down into real easily understood nuggets. If I have a superpower, I think that's it for me. I cannot wait until I put this book out. I have a feeling y'all are going to be so proud of your boy. Man, listen. I wake up early in the morning just going over this thing before we turn it in. Right, Crystal? Because I promised y'all I'm giving everybody in Millionaire Minded $100 a week if this book is not out before Black Friday. I think before I said January 1st, but now I'm saying Black Friday. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to give everybody $100 a week until I get that book out. If it is not out by Black Friday, you got my word on that. But check it out. I believe that I have a superpower of making things that people found to be complex really simple. And I don't know about you, but it works in reverse for me too. Like, I can best understand something, even when it's complex, if it's in smaller chunks. We all have shorter attention spans. That means we can absorb smaller bits of information. It also helps, even with, I don't care if you're talking about the news, they got this timeline just going down here at the bottom, kind of like this right here, right? You see that on CNN. It's constantly going, just giving you little headlines, and unfortunately on the news, it's designed to constantly make you more and more scared. All they're doing is making you live in more and more of a state of fear. They're helping you shrink your life. But we ain't gonna go there right now. I'm giving you the modem of which they use, the medium that they use to do this to you. It's these really short, easily digestible chunks, right? What can you do to make your business a little bit more easily understood? You know, when you describe your service, like there's a service called Get Around, and they call themselves the Airbnb for cars. Boom. Elegant, easily understood. Instead of you describing a car rental marketplace where people rent your car by the day or by the hour or by the week through their smartphone app, you just say it's the Airbnb for cars. Boom. How can you describe your business a little bit better? How can you talk in sound bites so that people catch it? Neil deGrasse Tyson is super good at that. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Before we go do our affirmation call, just to tell you a little bit about the Kaizen Academy class that we're having this weekend. If you are a marketer, then I think you'll get a kick out of this. What you're going to learn is that in this irresistible offer thing, there are certain techniques that people use to get our minds going. So we're going to give you the 3 elements of a tagline that'll sell for you. We're going to show you how to charge more for your product than they even charge in the store. We're going to show you the 4 questions that stall any sale. Before the sale even, if you leave these 4 questions unanswered, then you're going to wonder why they always like, I just need a little bit more information, right? That's stopping your offer from being irresistible. We're going to give you these 7 crazy tactics that you can use that remove risk from the customer. Y'all know we always talk about practicing risk reversal, okay? On this Kaizen Academy class we're doing this weekend, Saturday at 7 p.m., if you register and you can't be there at 7 p.m., you will get the replay. You have the replay for a full week, unless you're a pro member of the Academy, which means you get the replay on demand forever, right? But, you know, we're talking about a pro member is only $99. So what is that, like $3 a day? If you don't get $3 a day, I will eat these ear pods. I will literally boil them and eat them with broccoli and a sweet potato if you don't get more than $3 a day from this academy. And then I'm going to give you 7 different intensifiers for any offer you can imagine. 7 different ways that you can intensify your offer. When you join the Kaizen Academy, you also get access to the accountability community. You get access to, you know, where we just kind of, we're talking about the 90-day planner. And shouts out to those of you that went in there and bought it. I really appreciate it. But you know how we're always talking about the Kaizen 5 that you're supposed to set up for yourself every day? Oh, yeah, there's always quotes at the top. dear millionaire quotes and whatnot. Can y'all see that? If you'll spend a few years of your life like most people won't, you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't, baby. Right? You got different quotes like that at the top of every page. It's our 90-day planner. Your millionaire action planner. But my point to you is that when you join the academy, you also get entree into the accountability community where we hold you kind of like accountable. All right. So that is this weekend. Attention spans are so short. You know, we get like 86,400 seconds in every day, but you have exactly 3 of them to get your client's attention. We're all impatient. And you're going to learn a lot this weekend. So if you want to join the Kaizen Academy, just make sure you reach out to me for the link and I will get it. I ain't lying. Yeah. It's free for you, Spoon. Yeah, everybody who's a pro member, you always get to come free. The basic members, they get to attend the live classes every other Saturday or 2 Saturdays a month. But pro members, you have all the archives. You got the seminar vault with all the stuff that I ain't qualified to teach. But we got the best in the business rocking it for you. You're going to love it. All right, it's affirmation time. I hope you got something out of this. Let's go. All right, repeat after me, millionaires. Oh, if this number tries to charge you when you call in, just text call me to the number, and then it'll call you back. You'll hear Mr. Les Brown kind of greeting you, and then we off to the races, baby. All right, repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. Take your cool off. Emotion is putting energy in motion. Everything is together. Yeah, Ginger, number 6 was talking sound bites. I just kind of combined them. Ginger's phone is back working. You are something else, Ginger. Thank you, though, Queen. All right, repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am so